So today I'm gonna be talking about 5 things that improved my productivity. And the first thing I want to start off with is shocks. Now, this is a headset that allows you to also hear what's around you as well. This is good for if you are in like a car or something and you want to hear your music, but you still want to hear what's around you, like the road and things like that. Or if you are doing some type of project with multiple people, but you're using like a dictation software, which I will get into that the dictation softwares a little later. But these are good for that. Now, I will say that I don't use these much anymore because these do not have the best sound quality, which for their purpose I wouldn't expect them to, but they're good for certain applications and things like that. So, the next thing I want to show you, it might surprise you. It probably won't surprise you, but this is just like an affirmation of that. No, a confirmation, that's the word. Confirmation that, these devices really do help as much as they might hurt. But anyway, without further ado, let's see if I can get it off the... Okay. Here it is. Okay. This is not my daily driver phone that I use. This is actually a second phone that I have. But the phone that I'm filming on is my daily driver, or else I would show you. But my main phone that I use, it has helped me through so many projects, through so many essays and articles and things that I've written. And one reason why it has been able to help me is through apps and dictation. That's the third thing, I think, is I like to use dictation software to help me be able to type faster and get my thoughts out a lot quicker. It's just fast. But the one thing I will say about dictation software is that it's not perfect. So you're gonna run into hiccups. And because I have a southern accent, it doesn't respond to me as well. Now, I've used Dragon software before. I might pop up a picture of what that looks like. To give you an idea. I've used Dragon software. After using that for like a year and a half, I can see it being used in a lot of circumstances. But I feel like overall, generally, and this doesn't apply to everything, but overall, generally, Dragon software just isn't for me necessarily. Mostly because I use Mac, and I have some other things that I'm gonna mention in this video that I use, but yeah, there's that. The fourth thing, this it goes back to the phone itself, is when you have these apps, whether it be 365 or a Word app, it's easier for me to type with my thumbs than it is for me to type with the rest of my fingers, which is why I have gradually moved away from dictation software in the first place. Now, like I said, in some instances I do use dictation software, but most of the time I am just on my phone. People usually think that I'm like texting, but I'll be writing a paper or whatever on my phone. Yeah. It's amazing how far technology has come. But the last thing, the fifth thing, goes back to my Mac itself. And how I basically programmed it to read any text that I highlight on the screen. And when I press a couple of buttons, I can have it read the text that I've highlighted on the screen, and that has saved me a whole bunch of time and effort. Yeah, so for me, I really do value these things, and it has really helped my productivity to have them. Like I said, I don't use these much anymore, but these served me really well, and I'll probably be using them in the near future, but I don't use them right now. And it's just one of those things where you kind of have to figure out what technology will work for you and how you can adapt it to your situation. Like, for me, and I know this is going to sound cringy to some people, but for me, I I like, the dictation on iPhone. Reason being is because it's built in the iPhone. I really don't have to set it up. And for what I need, that works for me. See, because like Dragon software, you gotta set that stuff up, and like you have to really hone in on the software, where Apple's, and I'm not saying that, don't use Dragon or whatever, but like this is in my pocket, and it's something that I can break out quickly. So yeah. But I will say that even though the Dragon software is better like at dictating, it just has a lot more setup to it. But if you're more comfortable with sitting down at a computer and typing and all of that, then Dragon might be for you, but Dragon isn't for everybody. And I found out that, when you go to these adaptive technology, when you start talking to someone about adaptive technology, the first thing they ask you is, do you use Dragon? And yeah, Dragon is a standard, but and again, I like it, but it's not really convenient if you're just trying to type on your phone or whatever. But to each his own. If you got value out of this video, leave a purple heart. And I don't know, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.